Good morning, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. We have been seeing so many things here in the heavenly signs as we've been watching Comet Erasmus and its progression between the Feast of Trumpets and the Triumphal Entry and Passover, March of 2021. And we're seeing this solar conjunction of Venus, the closest passing of Venus exactly on the triumphal entry date and Passover if we go forward 4 days here. But I want to share some things with you because I've moved forward here. If we move forward not only days and months, but actually even years, we're going to see this whole story play out right here. Basically between Capricorn and Taurus. This whole story is going to be played out right here. It's going to stay right here in Pisces. Basically, everything that's going to be happening now passing this day of between the triumphal entry and Passover, it's all going to be right here in Pisces. I'm going to show you something. And this is even leading up to the total solar eclipse of April 8th, 2024 is right here in Pisces. So we're gonna keep our focal point on Comet Erasmus. Okay, Comet Erasmus is quite interesting because it was founded on the Feast of Trumpets. It came through at the sun at the solar eclipse of Hanukkah, December 14th. And now is kind of following this story. Comet Erasmus, which means beloved, is following this story and is kind of like a narrator. I like to see it like Comet Erasmus is a narrator to what is happening because we can stay with Comet Erasmus and we're going to see the story. Okay, so I think this is amazingly interesting information, and I'm just going to share with you guys what I'm seeing. So right now, okay, this is March 23rd. This is the day of the triumphal entry. We see Capricorn with Jupiter and let's see, where's Saturn? This is Saturn here, down here. Okay, Capricorn is Saturn and Jupiter. We've got Mercury in Aquarius. We've got the Sun and Venus at their closest conjunction right in Pisces. And the sea beast, Cetus. Okay, now I'm going to move forward. I'm going to go by months, okay? I'm just going to go 1 month at a time. I want you to see Comet Erasmus staying in the same area. Okay, and then we'll talk through as we go here. We're just going to go forward from here. Okay. Moving forward by months. Comet Erasmus is now centered in the constellation of Pisces, and it just is staying there. Okay. Okay, guys, I just moved forward 1 year, okay, from March 23rd, 2021 to March 23rd, 2022. Basically, Comet Erasmus is in the same exact location. Let's look at the difference between Saturn. Saturn remains down here in Capricorn. We got Jupiter and Mercury here. What else we got going on? Comet Erasmus is staying right here in Pisces. And we've got Venus returning back, okay, to this to this place of solar conjunction. But let's keep moving here. We've got a ways to go to get to that. I find this incredibly amazing that Comet Erasmus is just not leaving Pisces. Okay. Now I've gone forward 2 years. This is March 23rd, 2023. Now let's look at the lineup here. We've got everything all in Pisces right now. This is March 23rd, 2023. 2 years after the triumphal entry of 2021. Now we've got Venus, the Moon, Jupiter, Mercury, the Sun, Comet Erasmus. Saturn is down here now in Aquarius. Okay, so basically during this whole time, Saturn is down here in Aquarius and Capricorn, and everything else is then shifting up here to Pisces, and it's just staying in the same region. Now let's move forward. We're going to go to the total solar eclipse of April 8th, 2024. Okay? So let's go forward one more year here. Okay, now I'm going to go forward by day. We're at March 23rd, 2024. And we're going to go forward to Nissan 1, 2000. Nissan 1 is April 8th, 2024. The total solar eclipse that is going to happen in 2024, the second great American solar eclipse of April 8th, 2024 is Nissan 1. Let's watch where it is and where it's going to be. Okay, we're right here in Pisces. We stay in Pisces this whole time. Erasmus is the focal point of everything that's staying right here in Pisces. Let's move forward by days to the total solar eclipse of April 8th, 2024. Okay, now what do we have here? Okay. We've got the sun and the moon in a total solar eclipse. Now, what do we have? Comet Erasmus. Comet Erasmus was right next to the total solar eclipse in Ophiuchus on Hanukkah of 2020, and Comet Erasmus is still here by the total solar eclipse. Of course, this is being played out by Stellarium, and I don't know if they have this all calculated the way Comet Erasmus is going to actually travel or not. But I find this very interesting that Comet Erasmus moved steadily from September through March, brought us up to here, and now it's been in basically motionless or basically in retrograde, back and forth right here. Just as Jupiter was in the womb of Virgo for 10 months, we've got Comet Erasmus basically in the womb of the fish in Pisces for better portion of 3 years. Okay, 3 years. And so remember on March 23rd, 2021, which was the triumphal entry, we had this solar conjunction right here. Okay, and we had all of this lining up. Now the sign of the total solar eclipse is Pisces. Okay, and now we've got Saturn aligned with Mars, and so we've got the dragon in a full-blown conjunction with the planet of war. I mean, if this is the timing right here of the second coming of Jesus Christ, whether we know the day or the hour or not, I mean, we've got the signs right here of basically of Armageddon, with the dragon connected with the war planet Mars. We've got the focal point being on the fish, which is the symbol of Christianity. We've got Venus back here again in this area, and Jupiter is now moved away a little bit, but it's still in this. I mean, this whole story is being played out right here, okay? And I find this amazing. If this is the timing of the Great Tribulation, and all of the heavenly signs are conjoining in Pisces, what is that telling us? Well, we win, okay? We win. This is the story of God. It's not the story of the victorious Antichrist. He was given power to continue for 42 months. But when Jesus comes, he will destroy the Antichrist with the brightness of his coming. And we have a total solar eclipse and this would be a perfect total solar eclipse if I was over the location. I'm over Jerusalem, so it's a little off center. But if I were to be at the location, which would be what? The United States, right? The United States is the center point of this eclipse. So that's why it doesn't show up exactly as an annular eclipse. So this is basically what I wanted to share with you guys. I mean, I think we have, the story is here in the heavens. It's centered on the goat in the age of Aquarius fighting against the symbol of Christianity, and we've got the man-child, who, I mean, if we kind of want to interpret this, the man-child, it's not as though a planet would end up disappearing through the tribulation anyway, but what I see is that we basically have the man-child, Jupiter, has kind of escaped through and survived the tribulation. And we have back here the separation of the good and the evil, separated by this total solar eclipse and the sign of Pisces, and the return of Jesus Christ at some point where there's going to be a war. This marks, I mean, I think this could mark Armageddon right here. The timing of the second solar eclipse over America. See? So I don't have much more to add to that right now. I did want to just share this with you guys because I think this is amazingly fascinating. Okay? I pray you guys are blessed. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. The sign of his coming revealed.